কতদূর খেলে এলাম ভুলেও গেছি। আচ্ছা, এটাকে দিয়ে দিতাম। পড়াই 90 ডিগ্রি না। তুমি সাবস্ক্রাইব করো না নাকি? এটাকে তো মেরে দিয়েছিলাম আমি, তারপরে ওটাই আসলো।
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
আমি করতাম কি রে?
Incendio, Accio, Expelliarmus, Confringo.
মেরে দিয়েছিলাম এটাকে।
These look familiar. Protego, Revelio. Accio.
এবার কোন দিকে যেতে হবে? Just Marvel stuff 7787. Hi bro. Love you bro.
Accio.
अच्छा दिया। But
Was it Accio I used before?
$99 हो जाएगा ये सब এটা सब লাগবে আপনার মধ্যে 100 সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দাও গাইস কি আর এই জায়গাটা আটকে গেছিলাম আমি কোথায় যেন যেতে হবে ওর থেকে কোনো কিছু আইটেম হয়তো ফেলতে হবে The chamber is familiar. It remains in ready to go.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Cool. না আমার কিছু ফেলতে হবে ইনভেন্টরি collection is 100 complete. Thank you 100 subscriber. Hundred subscribe complete करने के लिए धन्यवाद. Thank you guys, thank you. Dos. ইনভেন্টরিতে কি আছে আমার Alexa. এগুলো ফেলা যায় না Your gear slaughters will complete Merlin travel challenge increase your gear. Gear.
Accio. Accio.
niente per una forma. Beh. Ecco.
Accio.
কিছু ডিস্ট্রয় করতে হবে না তাও ডিস্ট্রয় করা যাক কুড়িটা আইটেমই রয়েছে না রয়েছে সেল করলে 90 পেতাম কি করবো এখন না এটা কোনো কাজ আনে না সেল করে দেবে
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Accio.
ভেতরে একটা দরজা আছে ওপারে এসে Excellent.
Accio. More statues. Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
আমি ওয়াচটা ভুলে গেছি।
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Not making this easy on me.
ওয়াচটা আমাকে দেখতে হবে। এখানে দিকে কোথায় যায়? তো ভিডিও হয়ে যাবে এক্ষুনি, ভেঙে দেবে আগে থেকে। হ্যাঁ, উপরে যেতে হবে না।
Accio!
এখানে যাবো কি করে? কিছু নেই, এটা তো ওদিক দিয়ে যাবে না।
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio! What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
কাটার উপরে উঠতে হবে। সেকেন্ড, কোথাও মেরে টানতে হবে।
Accio! I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
সিঁড়িতে উঠলাম কোথা দিয়ে? ছাড় না ওটা।
I'll never get used to these floors.
আরে
Accio!
কিছু নেই। এখন কি হচ্ছে এটা? সিঁড়িটা নিচে চলে গেল।
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
এই যে ডজটা কি দিয়ে করে ভুলে গেছি আমি। এই রোলিং হচ্ছে। সেটিংটা দেখতে হবে, ওয়াচটা কি দিয়ে আছে। movement speed, see to your walk sprint, boost charge, take off, dismount, aim, will you heal, कुछ control टिपे रहो उसको। control टिपे आ जाए।
I'll never get used to these floors.
फेवर हो जाए।
Incendio! Confringo!
Lapa, lapa, lapa.
Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
नहीं तो यार the fuck ठीक है
Accio!
just
Accio!
ফাইট হবে নাকি কি একটা হলো মনে হচ্ছে ফাইট হবে বড় ফাইট
Don't like the look of this.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
ইস,
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
থাক উড়িয়ে উড়িয়ে মারেছে সারা আরে বাপ রে বাপ
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
একে মারা
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
চেঞ্জ করতে হবে এখানে কিছু ঠিক আছে এগিয়ে আছে এটা দিয়ে হবে না এটা করা আছে কিন্তু করা আছে না
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
কি ছিল ওটা
Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
What?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
What a relief.
জানতাম না এটা আছে। নাইস।
Another pensive.
Guys, subscribe, guys, subscribe. If you enjoy, guys, subscribe. Like করে দাও guys. কমপ্লিট হয়ে গেছে আমাদের। আর 5টা সাবস্ক্রাইবার লাগবে। 5টা সাবস্ক্রাইবার লাগা গেছে।
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
পাচ্ছি না আমার এগুলো ভর্তি হয়ে গেছে।
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
লাইক করে দাও গাইস।
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
যাবো।
I should ask...
about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Once my sister sent me a howl.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo. Use...
আরে বাপরে কত কোয়েস্ট। সাইড কোয়েস্টগুলো কমপ্লিট করুন।
Pulling objects to the ground.
নিচে আছে।
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think I am actually braver.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented...
You certainly sound like you have an opinion on this.
Think they're oh so clever. Peasy's game's the best one ever.
İyi vay.
I'm not looking forward at all to learning about this.
Levioso. Accio.
Lol.
Go!
All of my siblings have gone on to work for the ministry. But I'm not sure.
Ah. জানি না।
How nice to see you, my young friend.
বিয়েটা আমি করা যাবে না। দৌড়ে দৌড়ে যেতে হবে।
I don't know what they think I'll see around here.
স্ট্রাগল তো করা যাবে না নাকি? এখানে আশেপাশে নেই কথা।
castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
जॉल तो
Hogsmeade's gone to the dub box.
Staggering, even with magic.
Reparo has saved me more broken glasses than I care to count.
I can't imagine how muggles get by without magic. Almost makes me feel a bit guilty.
I wonder what Merlin would think of the wizarding world today.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind-wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I've a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind-wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. Yew-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the yew-wand's darker reputation. Then you add the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I've a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Wind-wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. Yew-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the yew-wand's darker reputation. Then you add the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Good thing the Ministry banned underage sorcery. Can't trust the young.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's cannons.
My plan is to have enough galleons one day that I don't have to work at all. I thought to spend my days baking treacle's hearts and denoming the garden.
like incendio. That's what my mother used to say.
I don't see why everyone has their wand in a knot about the dark arts. It's pushing the boundaries of magic.
The friendliest establishment in our village is the Hogshead Inn. No one putting on airs and graces over a pint of butterbeer.
Listening to you lot go on
Like
about
they
your
do at
children
Spring
makes me
Broomstick.
grateful for my loyal crust.
Hmm.
That young Otto Dibble at Gladrags does seem unnerving.
Really?
Helpful, mind you.
That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality.
Tried to have a chat with Ellie Peck the other day. Needed some mooncalf fur. Very nice young lady, but could I get her to stop talking about whoopers and diricals?
That item is of the highest quality.
এটা কিনা এটা ভালো এটা বেশি ভালো হয়েছে।
That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality.
এখানে
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match. Seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Sounds as if you took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I'm maybe too young to run this shop. With your help, I can continue proving myself the most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
I can't help but admire Mr. Weekes' enthusiasm.
সেল করবো, এগুলো কোথায় সেল করে ভুলে গেছি। Challenge map.
That goes to Africa.
Yay.
Hey you, Hufflepuff.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Did it!
앞에 미세같이.
Missed one. Brilliant. This is rather fun. Now that's more like it! Success. Excellent. Made it. Close, but not close enough.
बेकार खेलना.
Glad to see I'm still the reigning champion. But what say you? Want to try again?
एकदम.
Ready when you are. Brilliant. This is rather fun. Did it! Brilliant. Made it. Made it. Oh, did anyone else see that?
Elden Ring eta. Na Elden Ring na.
That's not.
Like
you must have cheated. Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want your respect.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
There you are. The Cross Wands duelist to beat.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
Expelliarmus!
Goodness, look how fast they're going.
It's clear Ronan would...
No. Assassinato.
The Ministry's good work.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to him.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's cannons.
না কমপ্লিট না ওগুলোটা কমপ্লিট করা যায় গেম বিশাল শক্ত গেমটা
Hello again. I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
Protego! Revelio. Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
খেলবো ভাবছি খেল
Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
এটা গেল কি
Protego!
I enjoy having lunch.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous. especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
소외제 고르기로.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing. Oh.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone...
What would you like me to do next, Professor?
Assist Miss Sweeting at the Kneazle enclosure. She will need help brushing and feeding them. You will find it is similar to your work with the puffskins.
I'd love to have pet beasts at home, but with my uncle travelling all the time, there'd be no one to look after them.
Puffskins are fond of bogies. It's brilliant to catch someone by surprise with one.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst, over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
अरे बाप रे।
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
ये बोरो साला।
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
You may be reading into it. Talking to people isn't a crime.
It's hard to explain, but something about it just feels wrong. I think I'm going to look into it, find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
I like to keep a bit of Wiggenweld potion under my bed. Not me.
Revelio.
চেঞ্জ করা যায় না এটা?
Accio. Accio. Confringo. Accio.
Professor Black glanced
Protego.
one day in the Great Hall.
Incendio. Accio.
The right message.
I'm glad there's a Slytherin child.
বললাম কিছু না স্যার, কি করে
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Confringo.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think I am actually braver.
Not sure why I should have to pay for fizzing whizbees from a tunnel that anyone could have found. But oh well.
Such a beautiful flower. I almost hate drying out the roots for potions.
You should hear Shah talking about divination. It's a wonder Onai's ears don't catch a light.
Brilliant. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Aloha, Mora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Aloha Mora.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
They're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a rebellion. My marks in Professor Hector's class are superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, you troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too.
Revelio.
That's it. 50 house points. I know you can't do that. I've always said this. I'm hoping students in the hospital will know my
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose, Professor Black. The students are terribly disappointed about this.
I have found that few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not
Disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff?
When I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that.
I thought it was a Hufflepuff. No.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Protego. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, thank you. The fewer of these statues I see, the better. You keep your eye out for others, and I'll teach you more about Alohomora.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All all of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I'm sorry to say I haven't found any more.
Oh, how unfortunate. I was hoping you'd found them and removed those blasted moons.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Revelio.
গেমটা খেলে যা ঘুম পায় না। Guys. Bye bye.